Hey guys, welcome back. It's Gino. So today we have a very fun day. I'm excited about today. I want to talk to you about an experience I had on my last real estate closing. Yes, we still do real estate. It's been a while since we talk about it. You guys are going to want to hear this one because it's something that I wish I knew before I went into this transaction that would have helped me out. But like everything else in life, live it, you learn it, and you move forward. And hopefully I can teach it to you guys so you won't have to run into the same issues I did. So stay tuned. You're going to enjoy this. So what happened in the last transaction was, client and I were looking for investment properties. We ran into a single family that was pretty much considered multi-unit. If you were to walk into the layout, everything was separated into 3 units. You had a sort of Airbnb on one side, and then you had a whole house that had 2 units in it. It seems like they had made a wall to separate those units. That's still a single family home. They just did their little, fulanito thing in Miami, which we like to call it. They did their own little constructions to rent them out to different units. Now, for your client, it's going to present an issue. When your client has a loan, like a single family home loan or a primary, that's not going to roll. The appraiser will check the house. If he sees multi-units in that home, he's going to state it on the appraisal. It's going to cause a couple issues for you. Now, for your loan to get approved, that has to show as a whole unit. It sounds dumb, but trust me, it's something that surprised me that we didn't expect. We had to provide that it was a single unit. What I did is I got a contractor to go ahead and break the wall. We can have a pass-through. Mind you, now it becomes a single family. The layout is now one flow. And then the kitchen counter, unplug it, take care of any electrical or whatever. If it's gas, take care of all that stuff. And I had to do this the week of the closing. Luckily, I have a lot of contractors and connections that I could bring in. They went in there, they took care of it. It was done. That's the first case. Okay, the second thing is seller concessions. When real estate buyers and sellers enter into a sell agreement, one tool they can use as an advantage is a seller concession. Seller concessions can cover things like closing costs, prepayment credits for the loan, home inspection costs. However, it's important to be aware you do have a cap when it comes to seller concessions. I ran into this issue also. So I requested around $30 to $50. We got a big amount, which was awesome. The lender let me know that there is a cap. There was a 3% cap. So what happened? We couldn't accept the whole amount. We could still accept a big amount, but only the 3% of the loan. Should have known that there was a cap. That I take at my fault, but this is why I'm making this video. Hopefully your future realtors out there, make sure you ask your lender about the cap. Don't let what happened to me happen to you, all right? I'm here to make the mistakes so I can tell you guys so you don't have to do them in the future, all right? So that's number 2, seller concession. Number 3 is the survey line. When it comes to real estate, survey lines are super important, okay? And this house, you're already like, damn, Gino, so many things happen. Yeah, so many things happen. But let me tell you, just take commercial break. Things are going to happen. Okay, this is a real estate market, and I already see it in any job. You're gonna get surprises. Reach out to the resources you have, the friendships you've made, the networks you've done, and ask questions and figure it out. Everything has a solution, guys. Everything has a solution. Whatever you've done or whatever mistakes I made, millions of people have made, that's why I don't really feel bad. So it's okay. So if you don't know this and this happens to you, move forward. Just make sure you stay strong for your client and you stay, you keep that communication and be honest. I was always honest with my client and they really appreciate it and we push through it. So back to number 3. When it comes to real estate, survey lines are essential for establishing property boundaries. As a real estate investor or realtor, check that survey before you move on to any other step. And this is why. When you look at the survey, you're going to see your property, you're going to see a neighbor's property, you're going to see other properties. What happened in this transaction to us, the property that we were purchasing was encroaching into the neighbor's property. The fence that they had built was going into the neighbor's property 2 feet. We found this out because the neighbor already had an agreement with the previous owner, and the previous owner was trying to run out on that agreement. Luckily, he saw the house was for sale. He reached out to the listing agent, where she reached out to me. This happened very early, which was great because you don't want this to happen towards the end. My first step, I had to get to know this neighbor. I had a meeting, I scheduled a meeting with him. I walked the floor. The whole fence, 2 feet of the fence had to be adjusted 2 feet over. We got a contractor and it was gonna get taken care of by the seller. We got the fence fixed in 2 days. So the survey problem that seemed, it was like 50 feet of fence, seemed like it was going to be a super mission. Maybe it's going to lose the transaction. Ended up being 2 days of work. It got fixed, it got taken care of, and we moved forward. At the end of the day, we closed the transaction. My clients are super excited. They love the house, the property. The seller's super excited. We got it through. This transaction probably took us like 2 months, 3 months from walking the house to putting in the offer to closing. My clients were happy, the listing agent was happy, the sellers were happy. We made great relationships. The neighbor was happy. So now my clients are going in there with a neighbor that likes them, right? So I didn't put them in a situation where it's going to be tough, where they have to ignore their neighbors. They could actually wave at them. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base, guys, on this last closing. I'm going to start making a little more videos on our closings. Amanda and I schedule are now, like, we're kind of conflicting with schedules, so most likely it'll be me doing real estate videos. But remember, I do tech, I do reviews, and I'm going to start doing a little bit more real estate too, because I feel like this is helpful. You know, I've been doing it for a little bit, and I ran into these new things. Hopefully you guys could take something out of this, take something out of the video. If you have any questions, we're on Instagram at SBGRealty_. You could put comments on this video and I will answer them. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one. Bye.